In morning class, we have discussed about list of functions which are used in SQL. So we have seen categories like number functions, character functions, date functions, conversion functions, and also we have discussed about miscellaneous functions, general functions. And in that, to-char function is very important. To-char, then to-date, to-number. So using to-char, you can display date and time with in different formats. A to-char function is very, very important. Other functions are also a list is given. So now I'll give introduction to PLSQL. So here when we say PLSQL, PLSQL means procedural language. And in PLSQL, when we say PLSQL, it is extension to SQL. So it is just an extension. So whatever is not possible with SQL, then we can do with PLSQL. So in if anybody asks like what is PLSQL, it is only extension of SQL, and it is used to execute statements as a block, or it is used to execute statements as a unit. So here when you are working with PLSQL, here PLSQL blocks are classified into two types. First one is unnamed block, second one is named block, we'll say. Unnamed block means we are writing the program, we are creating a block. Block means program. We are writing the program without any name. Without any name, we can write the program, and it is stored in a memory temporarily. So when clear screen command is given, or when SQL plus editor is closed, then unnamed block is deleted. Unnamed block is deleted. Only as long as you are in SQL plus editor, it will be there. And named blocks are there. Like you can create a block or you can write a program with name. So program is going to have a name. So when you create a named block, it is saved permanently in the database. Named blocks examples are procedures. When you create a procedure is named block because it is going to have a name. Functions, triggers, packages, then all these will have the names. With the names, they are saved. Again, later, if you want to see the program, if you want to open the program, you can see. And here, when we are working with PLSQL, so PLSQL supports all the data types of SQL, all the data types of SQL. So what all data types we have discussed in SQL in the starting class I've told. I've given the category data types based on category, so we can use it. So here I didn't discuss about other concepts like in SQL object types are there, VRAs are there, partitions, nested tables, logs, all these we are not discussing. Okay. So, but when you go for interviews, all these are very important, what we have discussed, like joins, subqueries, and next is views, indexes, all these are very important. You can learn those also. If they are mandatory, if they are important, after PLSQL, then we can discuss. Like VRAs, nested tables, then partitions, then large objects, other concepts are there. And here PLSQL supports data types of SQL, and it is having new data type called Boolean. So it is used to store Boolean values, true or false we can store. And the PLSQL supports ref objects. Like here we'll call it as a ref cursor or dynamic cursor. Cursor's concept is there. So ref objects is supported. Then bind variables are there. Bind variables also it will support. We'll see the examples. Like working with bind variables, we'll see. And here this is the syntax here. If you want to create a PLSQL block, if you want to write a program, we'll give like this. Declare, then we'll give declarations, declaring variables. Then here we'll say begin, and after begin we'll give the statements. Statements we are going to give, and then statements are given. And here when we are working with the PLSQL, we are going to write a select statement. Select statement will write. So select statement we are going to write like this. Select asterisk or column names. Select asterisk or column name or names. Column name or names into variables. So whatever columns we are giving here, we are going to send the values of the columns to variables. Variable or variables into variables. So we used to write a select asterisk from table name. Select column names from table name. But here select asterisk or column names into variable names. Whatever values we are accessing from the table, those values we are sending them to variables. Then from table name where clause. So this is also select statement only. But what is new here? Into variable name. We are going to store the values of the table into variable, and then we are going to use it. So here in previous examples, in SQL examples, I didn't use editor many times. Only 1-2 times I used. So when you say ed, then you will get editor. So if you are not getting editor, so when you type ed in your laptop, how many of you are getting editor? So now you can try. Okay. So if you are not getting editor, you can give like this. Set edit file d:/SQL edit.SQL. If you give like this, that file is created in a D drive. If you are not, when you type ed, if you are not getting editor and if it is not showing the command, the program that you want to edit, then you can give like this. You can specify where the file should be saved. So in PLSQL, we are going to use like this. Equal to colon equal to is given. Colon equal to means it is used to assign value. Whenever you want to assign values to the variable, then we have to use colon equal to for assigning the values. And here we are using dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. So if you want to print any message using PLSQL program, we have to give package name and function name. dbms underscore output is the package, and put underscore line is the function. Function we can say put underscore line. So here dbms underscore put underscore line, it is the statement we are using. It is used to print the result. dbms underscore output is the package. It is the package we are using. So here in PLSQL, I'll teach packages. So package is a collection of procedures and functions. So package can have procedures listed, procedures, or it can have functions. In Java also packages are there. In Java, I think you have packages. So package is a collection of classes and interfaces. What you write import java.util. So other packages will be there, no? So there package means it is a collection of classes and interfaces. Here package means collection of procedures and functions. It can have procedures or it can have functions. So here put underscore line is a subprogram. When we say subprogram means it can be a function or it can be a procedure. It can be anyone. And here, if you want to see the result of the program, if you want to see the result of the program, you have to use set command. That set command is set server output on. When you write set server output on, then it is going to show the result from the program. Whatever program you write like unnamed blocks or named blocks, program without a name or program with name. It will show the result here. Right, main heading is PLSQL. Right remaining. If you are not getting editor, then this command you have to use. Otherwise, you can write directly ED. ED means you will get notepad. In that, SQL command or program is displayed. If you are not getting editor, like in one or two systems, it may not show even if you type ED. Even if you are typing ED, if you are not getting editor, this you have to use. ఎడిటర్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత కూడా ఇది కమాండ్ మీరు టైప్ చేయకూడదు, ఉంది కదా అని టైప్ చేస్తారు అక్కడ, అలా చేయొద్దు. See, for that line you write something there. Is set edit file means if you are not getting editor, then you have to use this. So now we'll see the examples creating PLSQL blocks. So here we'll declare variable and we'll see the execution. Here I'm writing declare. After declare here I'll declare variables here. A number of 5 is given. Variable name is A and data type number we are using. Then here I'll say default 50 is given. So here we are initializing, we are giving a value as 50. And after this here I'll say begin dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Then here I'll say value, then pipe symbol A is given. So like this we are giving. So here we are terminating the lines with semicolon. Declare begin and will not have any semicolons, so no need to give. And here declaration like this we are printing. And after this end. So after end, when we give semicolon, the block is not executed. So if you want to execute the block, you have to give forward slash. So when you give forward slash, then it is the block is executed here, compiled. Compilation is over here. Okay. And now here, when I execute this, it is not showing the value of A. I'll say set server output on. So if I give set server output on, again I will run the program. When I say forward slash, the same previous program is going to execute. Here you can see value 50 it is giving. So this is unnamed block. This is the program not having any name. When I say clear screen, then it is deleted. Again, if I want to get it back, it is not possible. Now we are discussing unnamed blocks. When we discuss about stored procedures, functions, then triggers, packages, all those are named blocks. So programs are created with the name. This is unnamed block only. Like this we are giving. And here, so here we'll see another example using selector. Here we'll declare variable and then we'll store the max salary into variable A and then we are going to display. So we'll see this. So here declare A number of 5, then default initial value is given as 0. It is initialized with 0. Default I have told in constraints. After foreign key example, I have told about default. Whenever you want to give default or initial value, we can use this. Then after this begin, then here I'll say select max sal into AD is given. Select max sal into variable A. In EMP table, max sal is 5,000. So we are sending 5,000 to variable A. Then here I'll say from EMP. Select max sal into variable A. Then from EMP. After this, dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Then of A is given. Then semicolon and semicolon. Forward slash. So it is giving 5,000. If you give set server output on for one time, as long as you are working in SQL Plus, it will work. For every program, no need to write set server output on. If you give once, then it will work for the remaining programs as long as you are in SQL Plus editor. If you close editor and again if you open, then again you should write set server output on you have to give. Write these examples. You can write these programs in lowercase, but I'm writing SQL and PLSQL in capital letters only. You can write programs in lowercase. So here we'll write stored. Here we'll write unnamed block to accept employee number and displaying the other details here. So we are going to be unnamed block to accept employee number and will display name and salary. Will display number, name and salary on the screen. This program we'll see now. Select asterisk from EMP. And here I'll write a declare. Here I'll declare three variables here. So TNO, TEMP, number of file is given. Then TE name, varchar 2 of 15. And T cell number of file is given. So here I am declaring three variables here to store employee number, name and salary. After this begin and here we'll use a select statement. Select EMPNO. Then here I'll say where employee number equal to, then here I'll use ampersand EMPNO is given. So while accepting the value here, we can give any name here. I'm just giving employee number EMPNO. Okay. I think this I've told in ampersand I've told with insert command in beginning classes. So ampersand means it will take user input. It will take employee number. That employee number will go to employee number in EMP table. Like this we are giving, where employee number equal to ampersand employee number. Here after ampersand anything you can give. But here we are giving some related name we are giving here. After select statement, here we'll print this dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Then here I'll say tmpno. Then space between values. Then te name pipe symbol. So here pipe symbols are used for concatenation. And here T cell is given. So it will print the values, employee number, name and salary. And after this send. Number name EMP table. Here you can see employee numbers here. Here you can see 7902 is there. Any number we can use. Or we'll use 7788 is there. I'll use 7788. 7788. So here you can see 7788, then Scott, then 3000 it is given. So here it is showing old and new is giving. Like when we are working with triggers, we'll see like what is old value, what is the new value. All these we are going to see in triggers. At that time, we'll use those options. Fallen new, fallen old, what is old value, new value. At the time of triggers, we'll see. So like this, it will work here. Right. Create unnamed block to accept employee number, display name and salary from EMP table. Here pipe symbols we are using concatenation to get a space between ENO, name, salary. We are using pipe symbols. Pipe symbols are for concatenation. మీరు మీ టెన్షన్ వేరే అయిపోతుంది. సార్ మీకు ఏదో డౌట్ ఏమో మీరు మర్చిపోయినా మరి నేను ఇక్కడ మిస్ చేశానేమో అనుకుంటున్నాను నేను. సో హియర్ బిగిన్, then here I'll say select, then EMPNO ENIM salary into TNO TNIM salary from no, TSAL, good, TSAL from EMP, where employee number equal to ampersand EMPNO. After ampersand any name you can give, but I'm giving the related name here. And after this displaying the values, underscore line, then TNO, here we are giving pipe symbol space. Okay, okay. TCL and semicolon slash. So here I'll say 7788. We can use any number in EMP table. So it is giving the values here. But difference is here we are using column level attributes we are using. Right, column level attributes, write the syntax and write the example. So here ampersand A is given. You can give any name here. It will ask enter value for A. If I say ampersand A, it will say enter value for A. That A value will go to employee number. Here you can give anything. If I say EMPNO, it will ask enter value for EMPNO. If I give A, it will ask enter value for A. That value will go to EMPNO. Here in this example, here I am using ED. See, when I type ED here in Notepad editor, it is giving the name here. Here, if I give like this, TNO, then EMP dot ename percentage type. See, for employee number, for TNO means employee number. For employee number, ename is given. EMP dot ename percentage type means ename data type and size is assigned to TNO. So if I give like this, will it work? Yes or no? See, for employee number, I am giving ename, data type and size. If I give like this, will it work? How many of say yes? Okay, how many of say no? Okay. So here, file save exit. File exit I am giving. Yes, save. File exit save. 7902. So here for integer, if I use varchar, it is taking. For employee number means whatever number you give, it stores in string format. So this is okay. It is working. Many said yes. Now here I'll say TNN. Now this time you should give correct answer. EMP dot EMPNO. EMPNO percentage type. So here ename is a TNN. TNN means I want to store names. So here I am giving EMP dot EMPNO percentage type. So if I give employee number, data type and size to TNN, will it work? Yes or no? How many have say no? How many have say yes? Yes, sir. Seven nine zero two. So it is giving error because ename will store characters. If we give data type of employee number, so it won't work. Before for employee number it is working, for name it is not taking here. So here we can see row level attributes are there. So previous example is column level attributes. Previous example is column level attributes. PLSQL is having row level attribute also. Row level attribute means it is used to store the complete definition or structure of the table in one variable. In one variable, you can store all the column names, data types, and size of the columns you can store. In previous example, we are storing the data type and size of only one column level attribute. Row level attribute means the complete definition of the table, structure of the table. Structure of the table means all the columns, then data types, size, everything will be there. So here you can see this is the syntax here. Variable name, then here we have to give table name and percentage row type we have to use. Table name, then percentage row type. So with one variable, you can work with all the column names existing in the table. So we'll see this example now. So here I'll say declare, then here EMP percentage row type is given. A is a variable. After this, here I'll say begin, select ename salary into a dot ename, a dot salary. So we are giving the same names here, column names in the table. And here from EMP, where employee number equal to ampersand EMPNO. So based on the given number, we should display name and salary. Only name and salary I am taking here. Underscore line, here I'll say a dot ename, then pipe symbol, a dot salary is given. So here I am giving employee number 7788 is given. So it is giving name and salary. Name Scott salary 3000. It is giving the details like this. Right? Row level attributes. Write the definition, syntax, and example. Listen, see the same example we can write like this also. Using asterisk we can display here. The same example we can do like this. Here we are declaring like this. Here EMP percentage row type. Then here I'll say select asterisk into A. Select asterisk into A means we can send all the columns to A here. Select asterisk into A from EMP. Select asterisk into select asterisk into A from EMP where employee number equal to ampersand EMP unknown. Then here we can show the values here. Here A dot E name, A dot salary is given. So here this time A contains all the columns. This time A contains all the 8 columns will be there. So here it is asking for employee number. Here I am giving 7902. So here it is showing the values here like this. These are the values. So we can write like this also. So here we are taking employee name, job and salary. Right, example 2. Example 2 using row level attributes. Tomorrow all are coming now for class. Tomorrow, I think boys will come, I think. You are also fasting only. Boys, fasting only, you are also fasting. అలా కాదు కాదు మేమే మాట్లాడుతున్నాం బాయ్స్ మరి మీరు అలా అనుకోండి బాయ్స్ రేపు ఫాస్టింగ్ దేని గురించి ఫాస్టింగ్ లైఫ్ పార్ట్నర్ గురించి అలాగే లేదా గర్ల్స్ అన్నారంటే ఓకే గర్ల్స్ అంటే ఫాస్టింగ్ అంత కొంచెం సీరియస్ ఉంటారు వాళ్ళు మీకేముంటుంది సీరియస్నెస్ కానీ డౌట్ అన్నారు ఏంటి మేడం ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఇక్కడ మల్టిపుల్ రోస్ ఇక్కడ వర్క్ చేయండి మేడం అది మీకు ఎక్సెప్షన్ రేజ్ అవుతుంది అంటే జాబ్ అని ఇస్తే మీకు త్రీ రోస్ కావాలా అంటే లూప్స్ యూస్ చేయాలి ఇందులో Listen, here we have seen how to create a unnamed block, and also we have seen column level attributes and row level attributes also we have seen. And here you with syntax also I have told like how column level attribute is working. Then see here if you are not getting chance to do practice when you go to your hostel room or when you go to home, so do all these examples. And tomorrow we are going to discuss about using if condition in PLSQL, then using loops. Here we have simple loops are there, and here you can see while loop is there, simple loops, while loop, and also for loop is also there. So all these are comes under basics of PLSQL. So tomorrow we'll see the syntax and examples for all these. If condition, simple loops, while loop, for loop, all these. And after that, I'll start the next is exception handling. Say in PLSQL, after basics, we'll see exception handling. After exception handling, procedures, functions, cursors, triggers, and packages. So if I give in one class, I can give 7-8 examples, 6-7 examples on each concept. Okay. No need to worry. Only thing is you need to do practice. Ask them like a lot of things are there to do practice. Please tell to them. No, see, you tell your problem from your side. Classes are going very fast, and they are not allowing you to do practice.